Okay, so I hope everybody today has the opportunity to enjoy time with their family. I know some people are gonna have to work. I understand it. I've been there. If you're not enjoying time with your family, I hope that you're doing something that makes you happy today. Hopefully you get some time off. Hopefully you get the rest of the week off to do what you want to do. But I want to really tell everybody to really, try to spend some time either with your family or try to spend some time with yourself and really take some time to reflect and enjoy, what you have, and then start thinking about how you can put yourself in a position to be better going into the end of the year, but also going into the next year. What I'm grateful for is that biggest thing I'm grateful for, we're going to kind of talk about my non-personal life, is I'm grateful for everybody that's decided to do business with me, right? I don't believe somebody owes me their money, right? I don't believe that. I also don't believe that I should give everything for free, but I don't believe that somebody owes me their money. So everybody that has decided to do business with me, I don't take that for granted, because I understand that people vote with their dollars, and they could have voted for something else, for somebody else with their dollars, right? Everybody that supports me on social media, I appreciate the support. I know that you could be watching something else. I know that you could be spending your attention, which is a currency now, looking at something else outside of looking at what I'm producing. And I really appreciate it. And the goal is to continue to grow the platform, make the platform bigger. I appreciate everybody on social media that has told other people about the platform. We know that this content is not necessarily for everybody. It's a lot of meat and potatoes, not necessarily a lot of like fast food and a lot of sugary snacks. And that's not what everybody wants. But if you've been able to tell somebody, hey, this is what's going on over here, I think you might enjoy it, I really appreciate it. Whether the person, took advantage of it, that's not on you. You put it out there, you put the offer out there. So I really appreciate everybody. So anybody that has told other people about what we got going on, I really appreciate you doing that, because you didn't have to do it. And I really encourage you and hope that you continue to do that, because that's how we're going to kind of spread it, because we know how the YouTube algorithm really works, right? Anybody that's told people about the business that I'm involved in, I really appreciate it, because you don't have to do it. I'm not paying you for advertisement. You don't have to do that. And I appreciate it if you do it. Don't want to say any names because I don't want to forget anybody, but everybody that has done it, whether I know you through social or I don't know you, I really appreciate you doing it. One of the biggest challenges that a lot of BOBs have is that people don't tell us when they have a positive situation, but they definitely tell us when they have a negative. When they go into Walmart and they got to spend 45 minutes just to get out of the line, they don't tell anybody. And that's something that we deal with. A lot of times as BOBs, when somebody has a positive, they don't say anything. If they have a negative, they tell the whole world, right? When they go to the bank and they can't get their check cashed, they don't tell anybody. They just figure out how to deal with it, because who's going to care? And that's something that we deal with. So I appreciate everybody that has had a positive situation with us, that has decided to tell everybody about it, and to let people know about, how we have been able to positively impact not only their life, but the life of their family, which to me was the real goal, right? To start planting the seeds to where people's family could benefit from what we're doing and the information that we're providing, and for the perspective that we're providing to people, right? On the social media standpoint, so even at this moment, right? So we're in November 2022. I still don't believe I would have had this level of accelerated success without Erica Williams, right? And so I'm gonna continue to let people know that, because one thing about this YouTube is that people like me that have the perspective that I have and that communicate the way I communicate. And like I said, I don't do a lot of provocative stuff for the sake of being provocative. I don't believe that I got to talk down to black people to get them to listen to me. I don't believe that I have to be disrespectful to people to try to build a social media platform, right? I don't think I have to do that. I don't think I have to curse to try to make people think I'm real. Like, I was real before I ever got on this internet. Like, that's a fact. Okay. And a lot of times there's not a lane for people like us, but especially from people that are already successful at what they're doing. And one thing about Erica is there is nobody to me in Black YouTube that has put more black men on her platform that have a business and that are doing something positive and that are moving in a progressive way than her. And she don't get the credit for that, right? There's none of these black manosphere guys. There is no real business aspect to what they're doing. No disrespect to them. They have a great entertainment platform. But if we're doing, so we're going to keep it at that. So no disrespect to them. They got a great entertainment platform. But outside of Erica Williams, there is nobody on this Black YouTube, and even in mainstream YouTube, that has put more black men on her platform that actually have a business. They're actually serving customers. They got real clientele. They got real products in the market. And they actually have something to say that can be beneficial to people. And they're not doing a lot of this other stuff just as entertainers, right? There's nobody that has platformed more non-entertainers than her that are black men, right? Because I'm not an entertainer. Just because I'm on YouTube, don't get it confused. So we want to continue to give a big up to her for what she's doing. And she's going to be able to continue to help more people that are not me, because that's something that she has decided that she's going to do. And as long as she's doing it, it's a blessing. And when she decides to stop doing it, it's still a blessing, because she never had to do it in the first place, right? She never had to reach out to me and say, hey, do you want to be on my YouTube? She didn't have to do that because she didn't need me for anything. She already was where she wanted to be, right? And that's what I want you to understand. So big up to her. Big up to anybody that has helped me in anything that I got going on. Like I said, I don't want to say no names because I don't want to forget nobody, but I do recognize the fact that you've done it, and I really appreciate the help. Big up to the community that we've been able to create at the highest paid part-time job in the world, stock market sharks. I appreciate everybody for acting like adults, right? Because the narrative around us is that if you put a lot of us together, we don't know how to conduct ourselves. Now, I knew that wasn't true, but that's the narrative in this entertainment world. And so the goal was to build an environment to where we can be around each other and the conversation can be progressive. It can be about moving forward. And I don't mean progressive from a political standpoint. What I mean about progressive is that you're trying to get somewhere down the road that you're not currently at. And we can do that, and everybody can be respectful even if they disagree, right? It wasn't an environment where people just trying to rip each other to shreds and people is yelling and screaming. Didn't want to create that, because that's a narrative that's all we get when you start grouping us together, right? So I appreciate everybody for contributing to that community and really substantiating my hypothesis is that we could put people together and make the conversation to be about money, economics, and the markets, and it doesn't turn into something else because people are bored, right? And that's something that I really want to appreciate everybody that helped me do that, because when you build a community, it's always going to be bigger than one person. So one person can't keep it going. It got to be kept going by the community, because in reality, one day I'm no longer going to be here. That's a fact. And we still want to make sure that people that have been exposed to this, they keep the conversation going in their own local communities. So really, that's the goal, is to take what you learn here and to take that back to your group and to make it to where, okay, we can create this on a micro level and to make this start being a conversation. Because this is what we're missing, this type of stuff, right? We are not comfortable talking about this type of stuff. And we see this when it happens in the real world. Our analysis of things is very, very elementary, because we don't make this something that we talk about on a regular basis. We talk about everything else except this type of stuff, right? And that's something that I wanted to really get us to start having these conversations about, and not from an academic standpoint, but from a real life standpoint, right? Because I don't come out of academia. You understand me? And so I want to really give thanks, very grateful to everybody that's been able to help me. I did not get here by myself. I got here because other people have decided to help me get here. And I also look to push that forward to help other people, but I didn't get here by myself. I did not build this by myself. I'm not self-made, right? The people around me, my community, helped make me. And it's been like that my whole life. So I knew what format was going to allow me to become successful, because I knew what format allowed me to become successful in other areas of my life, okay? And so that's what I wanted people to really realize. And like I said, I don't have an entertainment platform, so I appreciate everybody that has helped me, because we know that most people in this particular space are only looking to help people that are just here to entertain. And I'm not here to entertain. I'm not good enough of an entertainer to captivate you just by entertaining you. So I wouldn't even go down that road. It's not something I'm looking to build. So I want to really encourage everybody, if you don't have time, if you can't spend time with your family, or that's not what you're into, if you don't, celebrate Thanksgiving for religious reasons or for, political, ideological reasons, I get it. Just want to encourage you to, figure out what you can do to bring some joy to yourself. Maybe get you some self-care time in. If you live in a part of the country where the weather's nice, go outside, get you some of that fresh air, get some vitamin D. And, we're going to continue to push through to the end of the year to make sure that we hit 2023 already in motion. I don't have a goal to hit in 2023, and I got to get in motion. We're going to already be in motion when 2023 hit. David W. Williams, also known as Diamond Dave. Y'all be safe. Talk to you later.